When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'll find a smile will go a long, long way. Though you're down, don't sit around and frown. A little smile will go a long, long way. Never grieve, just try to make believe the sky is blue, although you know it's gray. Don't you find it's just a waste of time? You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.
And welcome to another edition. It's Ron and Jen's Great Escape. We took a little hiatus for the holidays, and we are back now to kick off 2022. Woo! Can you believe that? 2022.
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh, yeah, really. Tell me about it.
I mean, not that much will change.
It doesn't look like the first month of 2022 is going to change too much from 2021,
I think
unfortunately.
your dog just walked in here and farted.
Yeah, well.
No, I seriously, that's our first podcast for the new year, and I think she just left a stink bomb.
And of course, smart enough to go away.
Yeah, and it's got hang time, and she split.
It's Hazel hang time.
What the hell?
Hazel hang time,
well,
we'll call it.
With all that said, farts and all, well, you're an old fart now. Guess what today is?
Well, actually, it was yesterday. Well, as we record this, let me see. It's a couple of days away. It's my birthday. My birthday's January 2nd.
Oh.
So this is January.
Well,
people are seeing this for the first time January the 3rd. So it's close enough.
Okay, so
close
here we
enough.
go. Happy birthday to you.
Yep.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ronzo. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
How old are you now?
Too
How
old.
How old are you now?
You really want to know?
Sure. How old are you, Ronzo?
Good Lord.
How old are you now?
I never knew that was a second
Isn't
chorus
that good?
to Happy Birthday. 67.
You're 67.
I'm a 67.
You're 67 and you're
67.
kicking and you're stretching and you're Febrezing.
Yeah.
That's Sally O'Malley.
Sally O'Malley. I wish
At
we
50.
I wish we were Febrezing after what Hazel just left in here.
Yeah, that's
But,
pretty. I can't believe she just ripped one and split.
So what'd you get for Christmas?
Oh, well, he got me the Rubik's Cube that I was begging for.
Yes.
I got a pair of bunny slippers, which are great. And if anybody wants to check them out, I'll put this on our Ron and Jen page because I put it on my own page, but so there are these adorable bunny slippers and there's other kinds of crazy animals. It's bunnyslippers.com.
Oh, that's an easy one to remember.
She's back, Ron. She's back.
Yeah.
Did you give her salami or something?
No.
She
She eats the same thing all the time.
It's pretty brutal. So I got that, and I got a video game,
Hi, Hazel.
SpongeBob video game, and I got a ton of candy.
Yes, I know you did.
Oh, and I got this great T-shirt. I got this T-shirt. What does it say?
I ate Santa's
I
cookies.
ate Santa's
That's cool.
cookies.
I like that.
And some mittens and a hat. And I want to thank Jean, one of our fans, our biggest fan ever from Canada. We love you, and you're so wonderful. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Boxing Day, all that.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.
I think Hazel's coming in here to show remorse.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
So anyway.
So that's it. So happy birthday. What you going to do now?
For my birthday?
Yeah. Do you get anything special when you're 67? Because I know AARP has their number on people. Like my age, I keep getting stuff in the mail.
No, this is one of the growing up. You know, my sister's, that's been there forever. My sister's birthday is the 31st of December, so we always used to get the scam. This is for Christmas and your birthday.
Stinks.
All
Isn't
that kind of crap.
awful? Yeah, you get doinked.
That kind of sucks.
That's too bad.
So how bad was 2021 as we usher it in and we bring in the new year? We're recording this. We're recording this before.
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, I guess. We're recording this before the ball drops in Times Square.
Is it even going to drop?
It is,
this year?
supposedly, but listen to this.
I'm so confused about that.
Well, I want to ask you your opinion about this.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the Times Square celebration on New Year's Eve is being cut back to a mere, and I underscore that word mere, 15,000 participants, every one of them required to wear a mask to protect against COVID-19 infection. What does that accomplish? What does that accomplish? You're still putting 15,000 people right on top of each other.
Well, I guess it's...
And they're not all going to wear masks. They're all going to be drunk.
Well, I feel as though maybe they're putting bodies there because it gives it a different vibe. It doesn't, it still makes New York feel like it's moving and shaking and there's not, half dead, addicts shooting up everywhere.
So in other words, it's a scam.
I feel like, it's kind of a scam to make it look like they're not really has a lockdown and there's stuff still going on and so on and so forth. Yeah.
So
and I would suspect that it would be the higher, the people that have friends in government or the people that have friends in Broadway or have money or,
friends in high places.
Yeah. Do you think that they would let us go out there?
Sure. If we're one of the 15,000.
No.
And what do they do? What are they going to do? Stand there and go, 14,109, 14,110.
Yes, they're probably going to have it you can do it for a ball game, sectioned off on both ends, right?
I guess.
You cut it off,
Yeah.
and then you check the Vax cards. But can't you sneak in the side street?
Yeah, it's New York.
A
lot of people be sneaking, doing everything.
You can sneak it through the gutters.
Here's the other thing I've always wondered, watching those people, those brouillons, all packed in like sardines. Where the hell do they pee?
I'll tell you. Would you like to know? Well, many
Why,
people...
have you gone?
No, but my brother has.
Okay.
And he told me years ago, before he was a lawmaker.
Where do they pee?
Before my brother was a lawyer and before he was running for office, he was just a kid, so don't hold this against him. He peed in a can. It was...
I bet a lot of people do.
Yeah, him and his friends peed in cans, and then he said a lot of the ladies, they wore adult diapers.
Okay, on that note, we move out of Times Square.
I've had an adult diaper on.
I believe it.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to go.
It's a pull-up. It's a,
pull-up. You couldn't pay me to be in Times Square on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just sit back and
Don't
watch.
ask me why I had the pull-up on, but I wasn't in Times Square.
I wasn't going there.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last time I was up at midnight to welcome in the New Year. It's been decades since I bothered to do that.
How long has Dick Clark been dead?
Well, this is interesting because the Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, they still call it that. This will be the 50th anniversary, or it was because it already happened.
Yeah.
The 50th anniversary of Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. So I would imagine the estate of Dick Clark still makes money off his name, right? I would think so.
Yeah, and Ryan Seacrest does it now, right?
And there's a whole bunch of different people who do it, but Seacrest is the main guy because Seacrest is on. He's on a mission from God to have every job, to take every job in broadcasting. Yeah, that's what that brouillon's.
Well, God bless him if he's getting the calls.
He's about as vanilla gets.
Yeah,
the guy is. I can't figure him out.
He just got his face shot up with Botox, so it's bad.
Really?
Yeah, I mean these guys just age gracefully. You're aging gracefully. Imagine if you got your cheeks like blown up like a chipmunk.
It doesn't.
It's
stupid. I'm not enticed. It doesn't entice me. It's like just go quietly into that dark night.
Well, all right. So now let's pivot into New Year's resolutions. Do you have any?
I think New Year's resolutions are for chumps, quite frankly.
Really?
Yeah, because most people make them and then they're gone within, 6 weeks? The first week of a New Year's resolution, any gymnasium will be packed, right?
Yeah.
If you're like Gold's Gym or whatever, wherever you might have, they'll be packed, and then 6 weeks later, nobody's there. Do I have a New Year's resolution? Yes, I do. It's to it's to get out of the funk of 2021 more than anything else. It's not to think about stuff that depresses me or bothers me, because 2021 for me absolutely sucked. I know it wasn't great for you either.
Yeah, that was a rough one. And it's funny, Ron, because that was a rough one for many people. I have talked to so many people on Facebook, at church, just in my neighborhood, and it's whether there's this overall feeling of just malaise or desperation or anxiety and then fear. And, it's just been, and sadly, it's coming from the sources that we use in order to we think we're staying on top of information, but to try to get information, stay on top of information. And it's just been, politically, culturally, socially, all of it so oppressive. Just for so many people, I feel. And,
2021 was a cauldron of crap.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stir it anymore.
It was a year of growth, because when you grow, that's what it feels like. So we're growing now. I don't know what that means for the future or what we're going to look like. But I think a lot of people went through a season of growth, and that's not a bad thing. It's just how you look at it, Ron.
So that's my goal in 2022. That's my New Year's resolution, is to look at it much more positively.
Yeah, well, I got bigger aspirations, pal.
Well, me too, but that's just,
I want to get back on the radio.
Well.
We got to get this thing up and going. I don't care if it's here in Albuquerque. We got something going here, and I have I have great hope about it. I mean,
well,
we make
do our
people
best.
laugh. We make people cry. We make people dance. We make people whatever.
Sing.
Yeah, I have great hope.
New Year's resolutions. We'll move to that. And I have
Yeah.
great hope, too.
I have great hope. Our Heavenly Father's watching over us. We got this. Everybody just don't sweat it.
Is that what that
look
is?
up.
I thought it was mice in the attic.
Nah, look up.
All right.
Look up.
Okay. Unless you're a turkey, don't look up during the rain. Because
Don't open your mouth.
Exactly right.
You'll drown.
I guess a lot of people...
That's true.
It looks like a lot of people, according to this a MetaFast poll, agree with me that resolutions are basically for chumps. It's a bunch of crap because only 44% of Americans, according to this poll, plan to make New Year's resolutions in 2022. So maybe they agree with me. I don't know.
If they're for chumps, if it's just, you would think that I give people a lot of credit for bringing their fat butts to the gym. They're
I got to
scared,
lose some weight.
They're out of shape.
Yeah.
They're insecure. And I brought my fat butt, after the pandemic, I put on 15 pounds. You have to start at ground zero. And you keep going, and you keep going. Then you string weeks together. Then you string months together. And it's like you with your running, your training.
I got to get back into that.
That's it. You just do it and keep doing it. And then eventually you'll say, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. Hey, I'm feeling all right.
Santa Claus got me a brand new pair of Asics running shoes.
Hint.
So there's a hint. Santa says get your fat ass back out there and get back into shape.
I wouldn't say fat ass.
Well, I just said it.
Well, I'd
because
say...
it's a podcast, we can say that.
Well, yeah, but
A
I
big
wouldn't
French
go
Canadian
that far.
fat ass.
Okay, well...
Now, how we celebrate New Year's Eve? Maybe we need to put a little twist on that. So I did some research.
Okay.
I did a little bit of research about how people celebrate New Year's Eve in other parts of the world.
Yes.
And these might be some of the things we might want to adopt.
Is there one common denominator, though, that everybody drinks?
Yes.
Is that pretty much... Okay, so we're down...
Absolutely.
So, all right.
Absolutely.
So everybody's drinking everywhere and doing crazy stuff.
Maybe we should mimic the Danes.
The Danes?
The Danes, they leap off chairs at the stroke of midnight so they can jump into the new year.
Oh, like Tom Cruise on the couch?
Yes, it's figurative. It's literal, too.
Psycho.
All right? How about this? Mexico's tradition is to fire rifles into the air.
Oh.
Providence.
Oh.
Providence might
Wow,
adapt
let's
it.
just gloss
How about
over
this?
that one.
All right. Scottish children traditionally go to local homes on New Year's Eve to collect oatmeal cakes.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't that sound exciting?
Hi, Jen. Do you have any oatmeal
Oatmeal
cakes?
cakes?
Get out!
No, go fish.
Get out!
Go fish. And I'll leave you with this one.
Yeah.
The Peruvians celebrate the New Year by wearing yellow underwear. Now, I wonder if they have like a force that has to go around and check to see. Drop your pants down and see if they got the yellow
Do they
underwear
make
on.
it yellow?
No.
feeling me?
I was feeling you.
Do they have a half case of natty and then
I was thinking about
head to
that.
Times Square without the diaper?
Now, before we get into Jen's news,
Oh, we're already there.
yes, we're going to pivot into that by some good news that holiday sales were up 8.5%.
What are people spending?
Let me see. Americans, let's see. Holiday sales rose 8.5%, the biggest increase in 17 years, according to MasterCard Spending Pulse.
Oh, well,
Doesn't say exactly what they...
credit card agency.
Yes, but listen, that's good for the economy, I guess. And people, I did my 50-50. I did my usual 50-50.
Yeah.
I did 50% shopping online, 50% shopping, supporting the local businesses. So that is that. And now we move on to Jen's news for the very first time
Yes.
in the year 2022.
Did you have a good Christmas overall? This
Yeah.
I know 2021 kind of sucked, but did
No,
you
it
have
didn't
a good,
kind of suck. It flat out
Did you
sucked.
have a good Christmas?
Yes.
That's good.
Absolutely.
You woke up with your feety pajamas and ran downstairs and started a fire and opened
Yep.
your gifts with Hazel and your wife.
That's
and,
what we did.
And like Christmas Story, you drank a little glass of wine.
No, we didn't do that, and
that?
and she didn't drop a bowling ball into my lap either,
Oh.
like they do in Christmas
new
Story. We
ball.
did watch. We watched Christmas Vacation though.
I did not watch that this
We
year.
watched Christmas Vacation.
Not one time did I watch that this
We
year.
didn't watch It's a Wonderful Life because I don't have it on disc.
Yeah.
But it was on NBC, but you can't fast forward through the commercials.
Yes.
So I said, you know what?
Yes.
Next year I'll make sure that I have a CD copy of It's a Wonderful Life because it's been a long time since I
Well, you can
I
borrow
heard.
mine. I have it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but I will say this, and then we'll get into my news. What was so curious about the holiday season was that the lead up to the holiday felt void for the most part. It just, to me, it seemed like,
I would agree
really?
with that.
This is a strange. But then on Christmas Day,
I would agree with that.
I was stunned. Channel 10 showed this beautiful religious service that was, that they had taped in Oakland.
Oh, great.
And they had religious cartoons on for children. And I thought, wait a minute. So we get a day, if you believe in the birth of Christ, but the lead up, they're watering down. And, even the old Navy commercials, when somebody comes down the chimney, you expecting somebody else, and it's the holidays and snow people. I'm just like, what?
No.
What is happening?
The best commercial, the best
snow people.
The best Christmas.
The holidays.
The best Christmas commercial was the LL Bean with the dog that sleeps in the guy's flannel shirt.
Yes.
And then he winds up giving the dog the flannel shirt at the end.
Yeah.
Any spot with a dog, melts our
I
heart.
agree.
Because we are into the hounds. Now we're into Jen's News for the very first time
Waka, waka, waka.
of 2022.
America's favorite segment. Woo! Joined by Sam Donaldson, Steve Cass, the Dead Buddy CNC, and Ron St. Pierre.
Well, we have to explain what that is. It's a photo we brought... was it WPRO? Yeah, it was.
Look at Steve.
That's Sam. What's his name?
Donaldson.
Sam Donaldson.
Oh, he blew the bathroom up.
Yeah,
Remember?
he did.
He did that.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
People, seriously.
That
And there's
wasn't
no
cool.
windows in that bathroom.
That wasn't cool.
No.
But we
Wow.
did like a town hall with him. And
We
then
did.
look at Cass though. This is great. You just show the picture. I think Cass. I think he created the photo bomb.
He did.
Because he snuck into that picture.
He did.
He was not supposed to be in that picture, but we were happy to have him.
Steve Cass, the original photo bomb.
That's it.
Isn't that great? I love it.
Isn't that great?
Isn't it great? You know what's great?
That's what Damone would say.
Yeah, well, I wonder if Damone would be looking for... I mean, do you think that people who are in prison look forward to the holidays?
God, no.
Well, here's why. Because
God, no.
they get special menus. Did you know? I did not know this.
Look, they're special, but they're not that special.
Derek Chauvin, unfortunately, that whole George Floyd case that just destroyed this country and is still ripping us all apart. It's so sad. But Derek Chauvin, the police officer that laid his knee on George Floyd's neck, ate his first Christmas meal behind bars along with R. Kelly, Joe Exotic, and El Chapo. Okay?
No, they weren't all together.
No, they weren't. But they were given special menus. For
Sort
instance,
of.
Chauvin had beef stroganoff, carrots bread, an orange, and a slice of eggnog cake. Isn't Joe Exotic, who's locked up in North Carolina, he got Cornish hen. What the hell? Mac and cheese salad and a baked sweet potato.
Wow.
He also had a tofu option.
They gave him an option?
This is prison.
Yeah.
I mean, this is... are you kidding? Let me see. Mark David Chapman, John Lennon's killer, got chicken breast, potatoes, spinach, and an ice cream sundae before getting to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So did any bells ring? Did he get his wings? He's got no chance at wings.
I don't know. And El Chapo in Colorado, that's where Cornish hen is also on the menu, and they had peanut butter pie for dessert. So all of your favorite names out there on the dark side got special food for the holiday.
So it motivated me to search through one of my
prison.
correspondence with Buddy the C. And here it is, Vincent Cianci, convict 05000-070 from the Federal Correctional Institution in Fort Dix. His first Christmas. I did a little research for the program today, for the podcast today. Life is boring, he says. This is December 27th, 02. 19.
That's crazy.
No, that's 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Life is boring. I had a quiet Christmas, dreary and raining. He said he got turkey.
It's prison.
He
Just say it.
He got a ball of turkey that was steamed in aluminum foil.
Oh, that's disgusting.
A potato, baked potato, and a slice of cake.
Okay.
That's what he got in his first Christmas.
That was 20 years ago. Now they're getting
20 years
Cornish hen.
Well, I don't know if he would have gotten a Cornish hen
What the
in
hell?
Fort Dix. But anyway, I thought I would pull that for her.
Buddy. And that would be Buddy's. But all you need to do is put his numbers under his mugshot. Mm-hmm. And there's your book.
Buddy the C.
You don't even have to do anything. Just put that picture and the numbers. I mean, everybody knows who he is. And if you don't, you figure it out. Anyway, so other news in Jen's News, America's favorite segment, first one of 2022. Ron, I'm just saying, if you know anybody, because I know you don't do stuff like this, but If you know anybody that steals stuff and they accept bribes and kickbacks.
Oh, speaking of buddy.
Yeah,
Oh.
let them know that the IRS says income from stolen goods and illegal activities must be reported on your taxes. I'm just saying, this is just whether you stole a car this year, accepted a bribe, or were involved in any other illegal activity which provided you that income, the IRS says you must report it when you file your taxes. It's in an online list of requirements titled IRS Publication 17. It says here, and I quote, income from illegal activities, such as money from dealing illegal drugs, must be included on taxpayers' 2021 filing. It is to be included in Schedule 1, Form 1040, line 8Z, on Schedule C, Form 1040.
That one.
If it's a self-employment opportunity.
And you know some brouillon's going to come forward and do it.
I mean, I don't know if you're dealing drugs. It seems like you're self-employed.
Well, it's some brouillon's going to actually
Maybe not, though. Maybe you're working for, Pablo Escobar down in wherever. But the IRS also noted that thieves must report the value of the goods they stole unless the goods are returned.
I'm telling you.
Returned to the owner in the same year. I'm not making this up.
Listen, some brouillon's going to actually file, then gets cuffed and stuffed.
One last thing. If you stole property, you must report its fair market value in your income in the year you steal it, unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. And
You're ready.
Yada.
All right.
So that's that. And then finally, in Jen's news, now I received a record, an album this year.
Vinyl.
And I don't have a record player. But hey, I mean, that's fine. And I was really grateful to get it. But, save your CDs because that's old days. Records are selling just fine. Thanks to a handful, Ron, of big-name musicians, vinyl sales skyrocketed this past year. And because of that, there's now a vinyl shortage. Mm-hmm. And they're saying ABBA, the Swedish supergroup, released a Voyage. Their first album in 40 years.
I heard the cut that they put, the initial cut they put out. It sucked.
It was so bad.
It sucked. So if that's the highlight, yikes.
Yeah, well, they said that album, sold 30,000 copies of vinyl in the first week, and it just kept selling. And while ABBA overshadowed Adele, Adele's album 30 sold so well on vinyl. They're saying that in addition to ABBA's new release, is being partially blamed for causing a vinyl shortage.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. But isn't that what? And it's true. I've seen more things to hold cassettes and more tape recorders out there, and but this happens. Everything old becomes new again.
Yep, it does.
I still have my VCR from 1981.
Speaking of,
you know what? I bought that from a guy in a trunk. I didn't know. And here's what I said. I was 16, and I said, it was 1982. I said, isn't that nice that it's so convenient? You have your business in the back of your van.
That's great.
I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on.
God bless naivete.
Yeah, well.
Now, speaking of that, speaking of everything that's old is new again.
Yes, sir.
Well, you look for a final story.
Yes.
Check this out.
Is there already? Did I?
Yes, we are.
Wow. We talk that much. Hey.
So, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
The beautiful accordion that my wife gave me for my 60th birthday is on the blink. We got to bring it in.
Wow.
We got to fix it.
Who owned that? Your dad?
This is my original accordion that I started playing when I was 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
It might have been when I was even younger.
Wow. Well, it's quite beautiful.
So, I have not busted this thing out in a long time, and I haven't tested it. Okay. So I don't even know if we're going to get wheezing bellows or if it's going to rise to the occasion or not. But
sounds
listen,
good.
This
sounds
thing,
great.
How I play it, that's another story. But so this thing's got to be closing in on 60 years old.
Oh, you have to do that side in order to get it. It's not like a piano. It won't just go.
Yeah.
So I could go.
And I accompany.
Well, I don't know. All right.
Hey,
it
works.
That's really cool. Ron, a dog lost in Texas has been reunited with his family.
It's a great story.
2 years later. 2 years ago, a family that was living in Texas had their dog go missing, but it wasn't until 6 months after they moved to Nebraska that he was finally found and reunited with them. This couple say their miniature schnauzer, Max, escaped from their El Paso home through an open gate in June of 2019. They searched for months before giving up. That's so sad. And before moving, they updated their information with the American Kennel Club, which turned out to be important in getting Max back. So the dog was found about 5 minutes away from the couple's home 2 years later. They scanned him for a microchip, which came up for the couple. And they started a GoFundMe page to help reunite them all. So, but where was he for 2 years?
Having a good old time.
I mean,
low.
where was a miniature schnauzer for 2 years? So, hey, that's a great story. I'm so glad that everybody's reunited. It's sad when you lose a pet. If they just go missing, you never know.
Where was he for how many years?
2 years. He went missing in Texas when the family moved to Nebraska. Yeah, and so they started a GoFundMe page because the family, I guess, is kind of struggling like so many Americans, and they got to get his shots, and they had to get him sent back to Nebraska and all that. So and other veterinary costs, but
maybe
it's a happy ending, Ron.
Maybe that'll be the topic on somebody's talk radio show for 3 hours. Where was the dog for 2 years?
Wow.
And we'll leave it at that. Happy New Year.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy birthday.
Happy New Year, too. And
yes, happy birthday, Happy New Year.
We'll see you on the next podcast.
3 hours of Where Was the Dog?
You'll find a smile will go a long, long